my god, grooving is so good.
Seeing your favourite bands, jumping around and having a good time. It's a great opportunity to see heaps of bands at the same time and in a local location instead of having to go to Brisbane or somewhere else.
I don't know, I always like the DJ tent. It's always fun. Not many other music festivals that come around.
If you have the chance, you should go because it's so much fun.
Everyone goes there, everyone's up having a good time. Everything just sounds great, so much fun. Every year I always try and convince people, like a big group, to go to Group in the Mood because the bigger the better.
Just the atmosphere, it was real fun, friendly, everyone was having a good time. I'm going again this year.
Good day, this is Sandra Holland and Sydney Nolan, and we have a new episode of the International Podcast Group.
We are having a roundtable discussion about Groove in the Moo and the economic impacts the festival has on Townsville.
Today we are with us the Mayor of Townsville, Jenny Hill. Jenny Hill, thank you for coming.
That's all right. Thank you for inviting me.
And we have Suzanne Blum, who is Townsville City Council Members Community and Culture Committee Chair, and Jenny Lane, Government and Finance Committee Chair.
My pleasure.
Our pleasure, yep.
How does business in Townsville prepare for the amount of people that comes to this festival?
Well, you've got motels. Well, you've got the guys on Bowen Road, I think, do well out of that weekend. I think they do.
I think to answer that question, to prepare as a business, you need to make sure that you're competitive with the rest of the properties throughout the city, and what you've got to offer is as competitive as your neighbour has got to offer. Hopefully our accommodation people think of putting packages together for the people to encourage them to use their facilities. Hopefully they prepare themselves very well and hopefully they don't get left with too much left on their shelves.
What impacts do business owners see as a result of the Groove in the Moo coming to Townsville?
Small business, it gives them a bit of a boost, gives them an opportunity to showcase their businesses around the city. Accommodation, we get people filling up our accommodation homes and motels, and it just gives the economy a great boost.
About half the attendants from Groove in the Moo don't live in the city. So you've got a lot of people trying to find bed space, whether it's in motels on Bowen Road or someplace around the city. Groove in the Moo is a great event. It's predominantly designed for regional cities like Tamworth, Canberra, Townsville, Bendigo.
Do you ever worry about maybe the festival getting too big for the city or the city too big for the festival? I mean, I know some of the big day out events, especially I think Sydney this year had to cancel a day of their big day out because tickets just weren't selling and the crowd wasn't there. Do you ever worry about that becoming a possibility here with Groove in the Moo in Townsville?
That is a question. Have Aussies had enough of the big festivals for a while? I'm not sure if that's really the situation. I think for us up here, we've been starved of really good live events.
Until we can provide other things throughout the year, as I don't think we'll have an issue for a long time with that.
What kind of jobs does Groove in the Moo create?
Well, I know they use a lot of local kids here, especially those doing event management to work on the event, and they take some of them with them as part of their tour, which is really good to see. They hire all local security, local catering, and they even use a local person here to do their overall event management, not just here but for some other areas as well. So you couldn't say they weren't supporting the local community per se. And the other good thing is they use a local cricket ground and they pay the club money to use their facility. So, that to me is a good thing. And they get all the other sporting clubs involved in terms of car parking and that. So, a lot of the little people get to make a few dollars on this too.
What do you think is the future of Groove in the Moo in Townsville?
I think they'll just continue for a fair while yet. What do you think, Mayor?
I hope so. I mean, we've just got to make sure that we get people still wanting to go. Triple J have got a big stake in this and they really want to try and push their name out there as well. And the reality is Groove in the Moo is up here, thankfully, because of Triple J and part of their sponsorship. We need to get that out there for people to understand their importance in providing good festivals or good music festivals into regional areas. because if it wasn't for their support, I don't think this would have happened at all.
And there's an old saying, if you don't support it, or if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So you need to get it out there that you need to support these things, or they will go elsewhere. They'll go to somewhere else that's prepared to support them better.
Cairns would love it.
Yes.
I don't want to give it to Cairns, bugger Cairns.
All right, ladies, thank you so much, and thank you for coming here today.
No worries.
Not a problem, thanks.
We tried to contact a national Groove in the Move representative, but they were unavailable for comments. Groove in the Move is a great event for Townsville, and if you want to attend, you can go to marshtix.com.au. Thanks again to the mayor and the councillors for joining us in the studio. This is Sandra and Sydney at JCU with another episode from the International Podcast Group. On a dirty road, I sold my soul to the devil.